Hi, I'm Shannen Tune with Dining with the Tunes and Craft Burger, and today we're going to be making some sweet onion sauce for bratwursts, hot dogs, and your sausage links. We're going to start with some real sweet onions. I'm just going to cut off the top, the bottom, and then give it a rough slice before we saute it. This recipe kind of is like a homage to my home bringing. I grew up in the tri-state area, and whenever we would travel into New York City, I'd always want to get a hot dog from the hot dog vendor, and I love the onion sauce. But now that I live outside of the tri-state area, I can't find it in the grocery store, so I had to develop my own recipe. So what we're gonna do, I have some grapeseed oil. You can use vegetable oil, olive oil, whatever you have. I'm gonna put it in about a tablespoon worth into a pan. I want to get them, add my onions, medium heat for this. All right, so to get the sauce going, we're gonna start with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Just gonna get a little bit measured in here. And we're gonna add a half a cup of water. Just give it a quick stir. We're gonna add some balsamic vinegar, this is a tablespoon, some brown sugar, some hot sauce, some mustard. I'm using the spicy brown mustard. Dijon, if you have it and like it. Some yellow mustard would be just fine. We're gonna add in some tomato paste. If you don't have tomato paste or have trouble getting it, ketchup will be just fine. And that's good. This is gonna give you, of course, you know, the color of the onion sauce, as well as some of the sweetness and the savory aspects of it. So we'll check on these onions. What you're looking for your onions, we're not gonna caramelize them as far as we normally would do for like a lot of the other recipes that we do. We're gonna bring them like middle of the way. So they're going to still have some bite to them. They're gonna have some color on them. You're looking for more, I wouldn't just say sauteed, you're gonna go a little bit more sauteed than sauteed, but not the full dark caramelization that we normally go for. So these onions are at the halfway point, so I'm going to I have 2 cloves of garlic that I minced up real quick. We're gonna add that in now. So you wanna get some color on these, but you definitely don't want to burn them, so you want to monitor your heat. You want to keep this pan moving so they don't burn, the garlic doesn't burn. You're starting to smell the sugars releasing out of the onions, that you know you're on the right path. And in just this little bit of time, you see how they're starting to darken up really fast. You know, we're cooking at a higher heat than we normally would caramelize at. So now that the onions are nice and caramelized, we're gonna add the liquid to it. Now you wanna turn it down and let it simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. That cornstarch that we added to it is going to help thicken it up a little bit, but you don't want it too thick. You want it like the consistency of jam, but not thicker than that. So if during the process it starts to get too thick, feel free to add a little bit of water to it. Give it some seasoning, and then before it's done, you're just gonna want to taste it to make sure it doesn't need any more seasoning. So here I have the finished product. I have my jalapeno and cheddar bratwurst and sausage, and this is the consistency we're looking for with the jam. Everything's nice and coated, but it's not soupy, and you're just gonna add some on top. But this is the bratwurst hot dog and sauces that I grew up with. And this year, particularly with everything that's going on, we're not going to be able to go out and tailgate at the sporting events like we used to, but we can still gather together with our family. And with this onion jam, you're going to have a happy bunch.